Hi. Oh boy, God, this has been overdue, huh? Well, I guess let's just get into it, shall we? So, as you might be able to tell, I moved. And if you're wondering why I'm filming in 1.0's head, it's because 2.0 during the moving process got a bit jostled. And during a stream I did Conway, I didn't realize that part of the muzzle that held the internal fan had been aggressively jostled and had been jostled loose, ripping some of the Velcro that kept the fan attached, causing the fan to currently free dangle from the mouth. So you get 1.0. Congratulations, OGs. You got your Christmas wish. You get to see this head today because I cannot be fucking bothered to fix 2.0 right before Christmas. But hi, I figured I owed you guys kind of a life update. So let's just start from the top, shall we? I apologize for this unbelievably scuffed setup because I I'm still in the process of setting things up while working, while paying bills, while trying to get all my legal documents changed over to New York to current undisclosed southern state. And I gotta be real, I'm overwhelmed and I'm tired and I don't feel like making it fancy. So you get this. Sorry. So around October, I finalized my move to undisclosed southern state with Conway. We now live in a house. We have a big fat yard for our very dumb dog, and things have been going pretty solidly. There are a couple of things that happened during the course of that move, which I'm going to get into, but for the most part, we got here, we're good. Some of the things that didn't quite go according to plan, we thought all of the work that was being done on the house we're moving into had been finished, and we didn't find out until we were 20 minutes outside the city that some more work still had to be done on the house. People working on the house are great. We just communication fuck up. The first couple of days we actually slept in here in my office because our bedroom was not quite done yet. Some other things that hilariously went wrong is the movers that I had booked the same day delivery, packing all of our critical electronical essentials and the rest of the kitchen shit that we just ran out of boxes in time to pack, sort of did a fucky wucky, as our fandom would say. They didn't do same day delivery. They showed up at 9 p.m. after we had arrived from New York and told us they were too tired to carry in any of our things. And we had to go to Walmart at 5 o'clock at night and buy an air mattress and sleep on that. We also had all of our dog's food, all of our cat's food, so we had to go replace that too. That was fun. And normally I wouldn't like shade a moving company for doing a really long haul drive and being really, really tired. Right? Like, understandable. They showed up late to come pack, and they also took about 2 to 3 hours longer than they said they would, and they ended up losing a bunch of shit and packing a bunch of shit incorrectly. To that point, in the process of packing shit incorrectly, they somehow managed to borderline total my husband's computer. So if you've been seeing me stream with replace broken PC as the donation goal, it is not my PC. They kind of sort of broke it. And also broke one of his monitors. And warped the other one. Both computers were packed in a singular roll of bubble wrap with one strip of duct tape. So, tech people who are watching, I'm sorry you probably just let out an audible shudder, but yeah. Other than that, after all of that shit was sorted, we are back up and running. I still have a few things I need to do. Like, I have not obviously finished setting up this office. My flags are nowhere to be seen. The lights are not up yet. And I was gonna share a big update that, my content would be changing on this channel, that I would be leaning more into dancing content, and I would be in the process of migrating some of my stuff from just Twitch and gaming and commentary to actual dancing. Back to them movers, shall we? So they also lost some of the parts for my dancing pole. So the first time we tried to set it up, the part that attaches the actual pole to the ceiling was just gone into the ether, disappeared. So the first time we tried to set it up, it was like, okay, well, I guess that's not happening today. So then the second time we tried to set up, we realized that we have moved from very low ceilings to very high ceilings. So I needed an extra extender to get it to hit correct ceiling height. So we measured it out. I'm like, great, I need just this many inches. And then came to the abject horror that they don't sell extenders in exactly. So our options are to build a platform in the content room that will be our attic space, or to try and get an entirely new pole. And I've looked at several options. The pole model I have is probably one of the top of the line ones. I inherited it from one of my coworkers and I'm really upset that it doesn't fit. But the other one I'm looking at is a slightly cheaper model that does spin and not spin and can handle a weight of up to 600 pounds, which, by the way, if you are looking to get into dancing, please God, check the weight limits on poles, because it may not accommodate as much weight as you think it does. And that's not to fat shame at all. I'm just saying, if you want to do a cool doubles routine with your friend, one of you is slightly larger, that pole's not rated for it. It could snap in half, become damaged, fall, and both of you could be seriously injured. So please always look up the weight restrictions on any exercise equipment you purchase, because, not to fat shame, but don't hurt yourself because you didn't read the instructions. It's just not smart. Okay, so with that out of the way, I did finally get a job locally, so I am working pretty much 4 to 5 days a week, in different hours of the day for short shifts, which is more typical down here. So that's why you're not seeing as much content, is because I'm fucking tired and really exhausted. But it has been going genuinely better. As for what this channel is going to turn into, I don't know. I will say that I am trying as hard as I can to cut drama and commentary out completely. I know that Furries After Dark was a rip-roaring good time and I was having fun making it, but at some point I burnt out, and Blue the Dragon has been dipping their toes into it, and I'm really happy to see their take on it. So I think I'm going to let them take the reins on that for now and just take some time to figure out where the fuck I want to put this channel. Because I want to do Twitch clips, but it doesn't really seem like people really give a shit about gaming on here. And I want to do dance content, but equipment notwithstanding, I can't, because I either need to build a platform or find a new solution. And I currently don't have the funds to do so. I kind of sort of blew everything I had on this move, because this move out of New York was partially because it would be lower cost to live down here, like, obviously, but also for mental health. I was burning out so fast. Once I got out of traditional sit-down jobs and I didn't have a 9-to-5 browbeating me over the head where every little chunk I had I could actually dedicate out, it got really hard to just not do everything 24/7 and burn out. And once you start burning out, it's really hard to stop burning out. So taking custom requests on websites I can't name on here, doing multiple very long streams after midnight, doing huge scripted videos, that got really hard, and my work schedule became more volatile, which is very normal for dancers. I don't have a set schedule time every week. I get my schedule once a week on Monday, and I have no idea what it's going to be literally until that time on Monday. So I can't put out a streaming schedule anymore. I can sometimes stream on Sundays or Mondays because I know I don't work those days, but in terms of like grinding out Twitch or switching back over to YouTube and full-time YouTube streaming, I don't have the flexibility anymore, which is fine, because what I'm doing outside of that is actually earning more money, but it does make it a little hard to try and do both. So I'm currently in a process of trying to figure out what it is I want to do with this channel. And currently, I got to be completely frank, I have absolutely no idea. I know I want to make music. I know I want to play games and have fun with people. I know I want to do more Spank streams because we did one and some people actually liked it. They had fun. I get post-COVID, it was probably a little harder for people to participate because money is tight, but I get it. I understand. I want to bring some of the things back that people liked, but some of those things can't come back because it was part of what contributed to me mentally not being great. Before moving, in case anyone missed it, I don't know how you would have missed it at this point. I did get married to Conway, so I'm a married woman now. But as far as what the future holds, I have pretty much decided that until God knows how many illnesses and viruses are going around, you will not be seeing me at cons. Period, the end. Until that shit is sorted, and the worst I can get is some con cred, I cannot afford to go to a con and get sick and not be able to work for 3 days, because for reference, for those who don't know my industry, falling out of work up to 3 days in a row can cost me upwards of $600 to $800. If you're wondering, is that per night or per day? It depends. It completely depends. So yeah, it's not very appealing to fly out to a furry con, get the crud, get COVID, get the flu, call out for a week, and potentially miss out on between like 600 and maybe even 2,000 bucks if it's a really good week. I can't afford that. Plus, I can't afford that when I'm paying that much to either fly or drive there and get a hotel and account for food. It's not feasible. So if you've been like, oh, which con are you going to? At the moment, 0. Because I don't want to take that risk. And if you work a job where calling out on 1 day of work could cost you a shitload of money, I would encourage you to do the same. Put yourself first. Be selfish. Don't go to a con if you think it would be in your best interest. You just stay and work and save up money for a future con so you can enjoy more of it, which is what I am doing. I am also saving up money for the weddings. That is also why you're not seeing me at cons, because Mama's got a wedding to plan. I might have done the legal wedding, but I still want to do the super pretty traditional in a dress. Will it be streamed? Absolutely fucking not. Will I be posting wedding pictures? No. No, I will not. I may consider asking a draw over artist I trust to do like a draw over so that I can keep my identity private. But that's about as much. Also, in regards to identity and location, I have not said where I live. I still don't know if any of my stalkers are active, still trying to figure out where the fuck I am, etc. So, at least for the time being, will not see my face. I will not be saying where I work. I will not be saying where I live. And I will not be naming any of my coworkers by work name or real name to preserve the safety of where I work and where I live. Hope you'll understand. I know it's annoying. You're like, I just want to see your face. Sorry. I don't feel safe doing so. I hope you can respect that decision. Anyways, I stream, I have no idea when a week, on days I have no idea when. And if you follow my Twitter, if it hasn't been suspended by Elon Musk yet, I usually tweet when I'm going live. Otherwise, count on like a Sunday or Monday as your safest bets. If not, feel free to watch my husband who streams. He does some pretty fun shit. Otherwise, that's been my update. I was long and rambly and not very well scripted, but the best I got. And I hope you have a lovely day. Until whenever, doodles.